Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Caleb, and in today's video, we're going to be covering Stader Labs. I'm going to be covering who they are and what they do. I'm going to be going over their application that they recently launched, and I'm also going to be covering how you can participate in their community farming event that is going on right now. As always, there's going to be timestamps in the description for you to jump around to whatever part of the video you want. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get to Stader Labs, we have to review how staking on Terra works. Stader Labs is a project that is being built on Terra. Eventually it will be multi-chain, but they're launching on Terra and their first products are focusing on Terra. So this video is assuming that you have a Terra Station wallet set up. If you don't have a Terra Station wallet set up, well, I have a video going over how to set up a Terra Station wallet linked up in the top right. But if you have a Terra Station wallet, then you'll know that there are two versions of it. There is a web browser extension, and that is the wallet that you use to actually interact with different applications like Anchor, Mirror, Stader, etc. But they also have a desktop version. This is the same wallet, just two different user interfaces. The desktop version has a lot of different statistics about the staking return of Luna, transaction volume, etc. That's all cool, but what we care about is staking. Just a very brief overview of how staking works. All of the names that you see here in this large list are validators. Validators validate transactions on the Terra blockchain. The only catch is that there can only be a certain amount of validators. We can see right now there are 186 listed on the Terra Station wallet. When a validator validates transactions or blocks, they get paid some rewards. What we as users of the Terra ecosystem can do is stake our Luna with a validator or delegate our Luna to a validator. Based on the amount of Luna that we delegate, we can get some staking rewards, right? You can connect your wallet, put some Luna in there, and then choose a random validator. We can just go with this one. And then once it's all connected, you can just click delegate and sign some transactions, and then you'll start to receive some staking rewards. Your rewards will start to accumulate here, and not only will you get Luna as most of your rewards, you'll also get some UST and then some other stable coins as well. The thing about staking though is that staking is great. It's not really that hard if you're familiar with cryptocurrency, but for most people who don't want to spend that much time figuring out all this stuff, it can be kind of intimidating. There's a lot to look at. There's voting powers, self-delegation, validator commission, uptime. Like for non-crypto people, this could definitely scare them off. Not only that, but you have to individually choose each validator that you want to delegate to. And then there's something called slashing, where if a validator is acting maliciously, then part of the stake can get slashed, and it's just a lot to take in. This is where Stader comes into play. We're going to get into how to actually use Stader to delegate to validators in a second, but what is Stader Labs? Just a broad overview. They're a smart contract, staking-based platform that helps you conveniently discover and access staking solutions and access the best yields based on your risk preference. That's just kind of their general description of Stader. But to get a little bit more specific, how is Stader actually going to help users? They have validator pools where you can deposit your Luna. Instead of having to individually choose the validators that you delegate to, Stader will have these pools, and a smart contract will spread out whatever Luna you want to delegate across multiple different validators. This is useful because not only does it boost decentralization, it also helps to minimize the risk of slashing. Validators can vote through governance on proposals that decide the future of Terra. We can click up here on voting power and see that a couple validators actually have a decent amount of the voting power. There's 2 that have over 7% and there's 3 that have over 5%. When trying to operate a blockchain in a decentralized manner, it's better if the voting power is more spread out between all of the different validators. When delegating with Stader to a validator pool, whatever Luna is delegated will be spread out throughout the validators in the pool. So even if someone has a lot of Luna, if they stake with Stader, it won't all go to one validator. I just mentioned it, but validator pools will have about 3 to 5 validators, depending on the pool, and each pool will have a different combination of validators. The 3 pools that Stader launched with are the Blue Chip, Community, and Airdrop Plus pools. The Blue Chip pool is a pool with validators that have the most stable and highest performance. The pool has 5 validators, and these are the criteria for being added to the pool. So a very high uptime, a voting power lower than 5%, but higher than 1%, and no slashing events recently. The community pool is a pool with 5 validators that make significant contributions to the Terra ecosystem. They have similar uptime and slashing requirements, and they are selected based on a community poll on Twitter. Some of these validators also help to contribute to the Terra community in other ways. One example of this would be Smart Stake. Not only are they a validator, but they also have smartstake.io. You can check them out. And they have different analytics websites for different chains. So they have one for Terra, and I mentioned them on the channel before, but they also have crypto.com, Harmony, Matic, etc., etc. Their Terra analytics page is pretty useful. This will be an example of someone that could be considered for the community pool. And the last pool that they launched with is the Airdrop Plus pool. The Airdrop Plus pool is optimized to receive airdrops. Some validators are actually run by certain projects that are building on the Terra ecosystem, and they have said that if you delegate some Luna to them, then you will be eligible for an airdrop of their token when it goes live. Some examples of these would be Orion, Talus, Neptune. There will probably be more in the future, but these are the 3 that are included in the Airdrop Plus pool. And then they also have similar uptime and slashing requirements. These are the general validator requirements. I forgot to mention, but validators also can take a commission of any rewards that are distributed to them. So to be included in a pool on Stader, validators must have a commission of less than or equal to 10%, which I think is very fair. Stader is going to monitor validators in real time and perform weekly reviews. So not only does Stader provide pools of validators that will spread out your risk and help to decentralize the network, they also have 2 other really cool features that will be included with their first product. Stader will auto-compound your Luna rewards, and they say that all of the stablecoin dust is included, because sometimes if you don't have a lot of Luna delegated, then you can earn like fractions of pennies of different stablecoins, and then they kind of hang out in your wallet and you can't really do much with them. Instead of having to claim your Luna rewards every month or every week, whatever you do, and then delegate those rewards, Stader will handle all of that for you. All you got to do is take your Luna, stake with them, and then that's pretty much it. Unless you want to add new Luna, like Luna that wasn't rewarded to you for delegating. This effectively converts the staking APR that you get for delegating to an APY. APY is an APR, but it takes into effect compounding. Also, Stader is going to feature one-click airdrops. If you delegate your Luna to validators, you're also eligible for other airdrops like Anchor, Mirror, Pylon, and more to come. So if you delegate your Luna through Stader, you can have access to one-click airdrops, and you don't have to claim each individual one and bounce around from website to website. So that's very efficient. This video is primarily covering their version 1, the version that they just launched, but they said in their light paper, which will be linked below, that their version 2 is going to have different DeFi strategies, gaming integrations, and liquid tokens. I think that the DeFi strategies refers to strategies that you can do with your accumulated Luna and stablecoin rewards. So instead of just auto-compounding them, maybe you could put them into Anchor to start earning a 20% yield. Maybe you could stake them with Pylon to start getting some new protocol tokens, stuff like that. As far as the gaming integrations go, I couldn't really find too much info on those in the light paper. I'm sure that they will be updating us before they launch, but the liquid tokens are going to be pretty big. If you delegate your Luna right now to a validator, you can earn all of the rewards and the airdrops, and life will be good. But if you wish to undelegate your Luna, you have to wait 21 days from the time of undelegating to when you'll be able to use that Luna again. Even if you just want to sell it for UST, you got to wait 21 days from the time of undelegation. What Stader has said that they're going to do is create this S-Luna token that will be kind of like a receipt token for staked Luna. So the S-Luna will accrue staking rewards and be usable in other farming activities. It's similar to aUST. aUST is what you get for depositing UST into Anchor Protocol. If you're new around here to the Terra ecosystem and you don't know what Anchor Protocol is, you definitely got to check it out. I have an entire playlist where I go over Anchor Protocol. That'll be linked up in the top right. So with the S-Luna, or the liquid staking Luna, you will be able to avoid the 21-day unbonding period. And who knows, it might even be able to be used as collateral on other lending protocols. And they said that it'll be launched at the end of November. So just like any good DeFi protocol, Stader has a token. The token symbol is SD, the SD token, and it'll have a max supply of 150 million. And these are some of the ways that the SD token will accrue value. Commissions on reward strategies, distribution commissions from validators, and commission on liquid staking tokens. This is their basic token value flow taken directly from their light paper. All of the fees and commissions are the protocol revenue, and the protocol revenue will get distributed to the Stader treasury, the SD token stakers, and liquidity providers. As far as the SD token utility goes, it's going to have a couple use cases. It looks like they're going to have preferential delegations, so if validators stake a minimum amount of Stader tokens, a certain percentage of delegations to the overall pool will be allocated to them based on their Stader tokens that they have staked. And then they're also going to be provided as slashing insurance if the validators ever get slashed. It looks like some of the SD tokens can be paid out to the delegators. There will be rewards and discounts for SD holders, liquidity pool rewards, like usual. SD stakers get a discount on the fees charged on all of the Stader products, and any withdrawal fees that are charged by Stader, a portion of them will be redistributed among SD token stakers. It's going to be a governance token, just like almost any other token on Terra so far. And then if people want to leverage some of the Stader infrastructure, some of the smart contracts that they have built, it looks like they're going to have to stake SD tokens to access them. This is their token distribution, so you can check it out. I noticed that there's 17% for team and advisors. I'm not a tokenomics expert, but that does seem a little high. Maybe something to keep your eye on. And that brings us to their community farming event. So there's a little bit of confusion around this event. Things didn't go exactly as planned. The community farming event is going on right now. It started a couple days ago, but pretty much 4% of the total supply of SD has been allocated for the event. The price will initially start at 43 cents per token, but it's going to move up 30% for every $2.2 million in total value locked on Stader. Oh, and I'm noticing a bit of a typo. This is 2.2 million Luna TVL, not UST. The event is scheduled to last 2 months, and they said so far that 15% of the tokens will be vested at the end of the 2 months, and the rest of the tokens will vest for 6 months after the event. If you want to participate in the community farming event, what you have to do is stake some of your Luna in their pools. Like I said, they were launching with 3 pools, so you can actually delegate some of your Luna to the pools. I'm going to show you how to do that exactly in a minute, but during the event, for the 2 months, any Luna rewards and stablecoins that you would have gotten will be swapped for SD tokens. All of the airdrops though, this would be Anchor airdrops, Mirror airdrops, Mine airdrops, etc., will accrue as normal. There was the airdrop plus pool, so all the validator specific airdrops, Orion, Talus, etc., are only going to be available if you stake with that pool. Just before I show you the protocol, redelegation is not supported, so if you already have some Luna that has been staked to a validator on Terra Station, you'll have to undelegate it and then stake with a Stader pool. If you undelegate, you're going to have to wait 21 days. And when they wrote the light paper, the staking rewards for Luna were about 5.8, so you would be missing out on approximately 0.3% of the total rewards. Now it is a bit higher though, it's probably double. I don't know the exact number, but you'd be missing out on about 0.6% of your total rewards during the undelegation period. If you have Luna paired with the bLuna Luna pool on TerraSwap, then you can always withdraw it and then stake it in Stader. Or if you have bLuna on Anchor or nLuna on Nexus, then you can always swap it back to Luna and stake it with Stader. There's no undelegation period for any of those assets. Again, not financial advice, I'm just saying you could do that if you wish to participate in the community farming event. This was the original outline of how the event was going to go. Phase 1 launched a couple days ago, and it had a total value cap of 200,000 Luna and 20,000 per wallet. The duration was 3 days. But what happened was Stader said that they were going to launch at 11 a.m. EST, but they actually launched 9 minutes before that. I don't know exactly why they launched 9 minutes before that, but the lunatics are crazy, and they filled up the entire TVL cap in the 9 minutes. So people who had actually waited for the specific time, 11 a.m. EST, were barely able to deposit any Luna inside. And people were kind of disappointed, and they voiced their concerns on Twitter. So a couple minutes before I started filming this video, we actually got a tweet from Stader in regards to this phase 2. They have said that they are going to be lifting the TVL cap limits for tomorrow's community farm. And the initial price of 43 cents stays the same. So tomorrow at 8 a.m. EST, you will be able to stake some Luna with Stader and participate in the community farming event. There's going to be no TVL cap, and over the last 2 days, only 0.15% of the Stader tokens have actually been farmed. So this means 99.85% are still available. If the TVL increases beyond their expectations, I don't know what their expectations are, but they say that they will be adding more SD rewards to participants. They also announced before that there's going to be a long-term boost for people who keep their Luna staked on Stader's platform after the community farming event has happened. And it looks like that will still be a thing. Yeah, and then just right at the end, they say that the 43-cent price still holds and it will increase by 30% for every 2.2 million Luna staked on Stader. So you should follow Stader Labs on Twitter. They will be linked below. All right, so I've talked about the community farming event, some details surrounding it. How do you actually participate in it? Well, you got to go to Stader Labs and click on Launch App. You're going to have to connect your wallet. There will be a little Connect Wallet button up here. You just click that and then click Allow in your Terra Station wallet. And it should take you to this Pools tab, but just click on that if it didn't. And then you can see all of the different stake pools that you can stake with. Blue Chip, Community, and Airdrop Plus, just like we talked about. These are the different APRs for each of the pools. They are very similar. And then if you click on any of the arrows, it will actually show you the different validators that are in the pool, right? We can go to Blue Chip and see them. So there's also two other tabs up here, Strategies. And I believe that this was referring to those DeFi strategies that I was talking about before. They're currently inactive because during the community farming event for 2 months, all of the rewards will be converted to SD tokens. Airdrops can be claimed in the portfolio tab. So if I click on that, then we can see the amount of SD that I have earned so far. The SD earned will be updated every 3 hours. This is the SD token price, the total amount farmed. We can go up to My Holdings and see how much Luna I have staked. We can go to Manage Holdings and see all of the airdrops. I have none yet, but there's 4 of them, Anchor, Mirror, Mine, and Valkyrie. And when they get distributed to me, they'll pile up here and then I can just click Withdraw and claim them all in one transaction. Pretty useful. This is where your rewards will show up after the SD tokens have been farmed. These are the deposits. I can undelegate at any time I want, but just remember that there's going to be a 1% withdrawal fee during the community farming event. This is an article on Stader's Medium, and it goes over a couple more details about the community farming event. But I just wanted to highlight that after the farming event, if you unstake your Luna, you will be giving up 50% of the tokens that you earned in the farming event. 50% of them will still vest and you'll get them spread over the 6 months. But if you unstake early, before you get all of your tokens, half of your unvested tokens will be moved to a pool, which will be distributed to the rest of the stakers who continued to stake. Because the liquid staked tokens have not launched yet, if I do want to undelegate, there will be a 21-day undelegation period. And then if I withdraw, it'll show up down here. So pretty cool. So far, what Stader has launched seems like it's going to be pretty useful. The community farming event will last for 2 months, but then after that, all of your rewards will be auto-compounded and all of your airdrops will pile up and you can claim them in one click whenever you want. I personally was able to get in on the first round. I honestly just got lucky. And even though I wasn't able to put out the video before the first round, I was reposting a lot of the updates on Twitter. So if you follow me at Caleb_TWT_ and you're paying attention, then you probably would have seen those. Here are some of the updates down here. The deposits are closed right now, but they will be open tomorrow, November 23rd at 1 p.m. UTC. And all you got to do is make sure that you have Luna in your wallet and a couple UST to cover transaction costs. Go down to whatever pool you want to stake with, click on it, and then right down here there will just be a deposit button and you can enter in the amount of Luna that you wish to stake. So if you're interested in farming some of the SD tokens, and if you're interested in Stader and the stake pools that they have, the one-click airdrops and the auto-compounding of your Luna and stablecoin dust rewards, then be sure to check it out tomorrow, November 23rd, or anytime in the future. We already covered this. This is the auto-compounding of Luna rewards. That will happen after the community farming event, but they have also said that they will be adding more strategies after the farming event as well. And there will be more info coming soon on that. You should follow them on Twitter if you want the most up-to-date info. So that is pretty much it for today's video. Stader Labs, staking solutions made easy. I think it's a pretty cool protocol. What they have released so far seems to be pretty useful. I mean, right now it is the community farming event. So if you stake with Stader, you won't be earning any Luna. You're going to be earning SD tokens. But after the 2-month community farming event is done, your Luna and stablecoin staking rewards will be auto-compounded, and you'll also be able to claim all of your other airdrops with one click. It's pretty useful. It looks like Stader has a lot planned for the future. I'm looking forward to seeing their liquid staking tokens, the Luna tokens, and I'm also looking forward to some of the DeFi strategies and the gaming strategies that they said they will implement soon. If you want to farm some SD tokens, the deposits will be open on November 23rd, and make sure to go follow Stader Labs on Twitter. You can check out their Telegram and their Discord. Those are the best places to get up-to-date announcements. There is a lot to cover on the Terra ecosystem as a whole. There are a lot of projects launching right now, lots of updates every day it seems like. So I created this list, the Terra ecosystem list. It has about 60 members and all of the members are Terra projects. This is on Twitter. It'll be linked below. You can follow it if you want, and it's a great way to filter out some of the non-Terra related content from your feed. As I find new Terra projects, I usually try to add them to the list. You should check it out. But that's pretty much it for today. If you like the video, then just give it a like, give it a comment. If you have any questions, then drop them down in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. If you like content like this, videos on the Terra ecosystem, on DeFi, on crypto in general, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss another video. But that's it for today. Hope you liked the video and I hope you have a great week. Bye now.